BZ Rieger, and it's, again, August 9th. And this is part of the series I'm doing of the Deep Dive weekend. And I'm actually recording this in the evening of the 9th, even though the experience that I'm going to relay happened very early this morning. I'm doing it here because I'm hoping the Hummy will come back for this experience. And there he is. Thank you. He is on that hummingbird feeder, but hopefully, if you would, come to this one. So this is a story about calling things in, a story about connecting and having a conversation to all that is, to specific parts of all that is, setting an intention and having things flow through for you as you call them in. So this morning was a rough morning for me. It's been an interesting day. We'll get to that. That's other videos. And, a lot of questioning, a lot of disheartenedness, kind of rolling with stuff, all sorts of stuff, but a lot of it directly tied to why the weekend all got changed at the last moment. And I was sitting on my chair over here, to the right over there, and just enjoying the morning and getting ready to go set out, do some stuff, go for a little walk, and to the Sauk River. And a hummingbird came, and he sat, I don't know if you can see it, but there's a branch right about there. And from the angle in the chair that I was over there looking at it, I thought, oh, that's perfect. And I was having a lovely conversation with him, and I said, I would really love to go get my camera. That would make me so happy if you would let me get my camera, and I get long lens, and I could take some pictures of him. And so we're having this conversation, and I said, unfortunately, as soon as I go to get up, you probably will move off, or you've got things to do, or, flowers to see, all sorts of stuff like that. So I went and did a few other things, and then he came back around. It's a male hummingbird. He came back around, and I said, well, I'd, again, started the conversation up, and I'd really, I would love to do it. I said, I would enjoy it, and I think I was going to share it in a video, and I think people would enjoy it. And then I said, not in a I didn't say I need, not in a need way, not in a lack way, but I said that I would love to call, when I get my camera and get all set up, I would love to call you in. And for me in this moment, it would be a wonderful affirmation, a wonderful, specificity and particularity, triumph for me to call something in, to set up intentionally and have it unfold and call it in. And so off he flew, and I went in to get the camera, and I came back out, and I got the lens on, and I sat down, and Keegan said, I thought we were going. I said, well, yeah, we are. But, I'm doing this experiment. See if I can do it on camera, on cue, right this moment. And if he doesn't come in 5 minutes, then we'll go. So I sat down and got everything ready and focused on the branch, because that's where I wanted to call him to sit right back on the branch, not only to come and say hi and drink at the feeder, but to hang out on the branch for quite a bit, so we could converse some more and I could take photographs. So we waited about 3 minutes, and Keegan's saying, yeah, I don't think so, Mom. And I heard him way off. When you get tuned into anything, but hummingbirds, I'm very tuned into, I can hear the different ones way off. And this particular one, I'm not sure if he's young or his feathers aren't quite right, but he makes a little bit more noise and a little higher note in the hum, hum that his feathers make. And so he's particularly easy to pinpoint for this one. And I said, I hear him. He's back over in the tree over there. And so I started calling, Hummy Hum, come Hummy Hum, hi. And he came over and I had the camera ready, and you'll see when I interlace in this video the raw stills that I took. He came and he sat right on the branch and we had a lovely conversation, and then he flew off. So I believe that's what started. There was one other instance as well that happened before that, but that's when I was asked, would I share this deep dive weekend? Because there's much to dive into and swim through, slog through, fly through, leap through, leap out of, however you want to say it. Which will all be wonderfully, deliciously expansive for me. I'm certain that I'll feel that way when I get to the other side. I'm not sure I'm feeling that way quite yet. But I was asked because there may be other beings that may find the different stories and the different journey when they customize it for themselves through their connection to it, through their being subject to it. That would be helpful. Or enlightening, or fill in the blank. So I agreed to do it, and this is one of those little vignettes of the 3-day weekend deep dive. So there you go. So who, what do you want to call in? And when you feel into it, what's the expansive way, the open-hearted, full-throated way that you can give voice to it, that's a match, that's in alignment, that's in co-creation with that which you are calling in. And without attachment, and with command in your ability, in your powers, in your knowing, in your certitude of that which you are as creator being, you call it in, which is from a very wide aperture, very expansive nature, a very conscious, creating nature. So play with it. Choose something. And I would love to have you share and come and choose something. What's your hummingbird that you're calling in? What's the thing that you're setting up that you want to play with? This is the time. This is the time for us to fly, for us to deep dive and soar. And we get there by going through it, by doing it, by playing with it, by interacting with it. So choose something on this if you feel moved to do so. And I'd love to have you share. I love you.